Hello everybody, welcome to Wednesday night. It is another Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony, and I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. And there was no pipe ceremony last week because I was deeply honored to be invited to my first Sundance, Lakota Sundance ceremony. So that's where I was last week, and I literally danced my feet until they bled, but it was all good. And the interesting thing is, after helping them cut down the tree for the Sundance ceremony, I came back, and the tree where I normally sit to do my ceremonies and do these videos, the tree that kind of sheltered me had fallen down while I was gone. And so I'm in a different little place here. I'm just down from where the tree fell, but I am still on the Cedar River here. I just found this little leafy green area kind of nestled into the hillside. So I'm just nestled in here under these beautiful trees, and the river is right there and right there. So just a slight change in location, but it's all good. And I'm a little bit running late, so I am still setting up. I'm going to put my phone down. There we go. Perfect. So I'm still setting up my altar and everything. And that's okay, because according to the counter at the top, there's nobody here yet but me. Woohoo! So welcome. Again, if you're new here, my name is Patrick, and I am your friendly neighborhood shaman. And I am a sacred pipe carrier, which I will talk about in just a little bit. I forgot I had to get gas when I was done. Hey, love. Yay, you're here. So I was running a little late. I did not have time to stop for a chai, so my heart is sad, but it's all good. So like I said last week, I had the honor of attending my very first Sundance ceremony, which is a Lakota ceremony that they've been doing forever. It's like one of the most sacred ceremonies, and it was amazing. It's one handed down. It's actually White Buffalo Calf Woman, the woman who brought the original pipe to the Lakota people. When she brought the pipe, she brought a total of 7 ceremonies. And so the pipe ceremony itself is one, and that is a part of all the other ceremonies as well. And then there's the Sweat Lodge ceremony, the Vision Quest ceremony, and the Sundance, and then there's a few others. But to be invited to a Sundance is a kind of a big deal. I'm still feel like part of me is in the spirit world. But I am back, and we are going to do sacred pipe ceremony. Let's see here. And a little more housekeeping. I'm almost out of tobacco, so I need to switch out. And I had a student just give me a new pouch of tobacco today, and it's actual pipe tobacco. The stuff I normally smoke is just regular tobacco. But she gave me a pack of actual pipe tobacco, so I'm really curious to see what that's going to be like. I love the smell of pipe smoke. Oh, that's good. So what I do, I have the remnants of my old tobacco, and let's see, this is a little I'm going to take the new and I'm going to pour it in with the old, and it's kind of like the same idea, like when you visit like a sacred well or a sacred river or someplace, and you get a little bit of a water. So you have like a little jar of the water or something, and then you come back and you have a bowl of that, of just regular water, like even tap water, and you take and just put one drop of holy water from a sacred well or a sacred river. Just that one drop creates and makes all of that water that sacred water. And it's the same with the tobacco. When I first had my pipe awakened, my teacher took a pinch of tobacco from her pouch and put it into mine. And so that pinch carried all of the ceremonies from her teacher, her teacher's teachers, all the way back. And so that became a part of my tobacco, brought that energy in to my tobacco. So every time I do ceremony, I am basically doing ceremony with all of those elders and ancestors that came before me. And so we put actually technically we usually take the old tobacco and put it into the new pouch, but because this pouch is a little different and doesn't really fit into my satchel, I did it the other way around. But looking forward to seeing what that tastes like. So anyway, hello and welcome. All right, so first thing I do every time is, when you're doing ceremony, we need to set sacred space. And so we call in the spirits to hold a circle, a bubble of light and love around us, higher frequency energy, to create an energetic container within which, because we know that there's a higher frequency energy around us, that the spirits are watching out for us, that means that we can take off our own armor, let the world off our shoulders, and open up the spirit. It's like water, right? You can't grasp water. You have to hold water in open hands. And it's the same with our hearts. We have to open our heart in order to catch the blessings that are flowing from spirit. And so having that sacred space around us, safe and sacred space, allows us to be able to open our hearts. And so this is how I do it. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Oh. That feels so good. All right, so in case, pardon me as I scratch, if you haven't been here before, if you've never been to a pipe ceremony, at least mine, different pipe carriers have different ways of doing their ceremonies. So I am doing it the way that I was taught by my teacher and her teachers before her, and it is one of the most powerful ceremonies that I know of. I need to ground a little bit. I'm kind of floaty. Why don't we all just take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it go. Take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it go. Then as your breath returns to its normal rhythm, when you're breathing in, when you're taking an inhale, I want you to feel the energy of the earth rising up to your heart. Earth up, earth up. And as you exhale, every time you exhale, I want you to feel the energy of the sky drawing down into your heart. So it's earth up, sky down. Earth up, sky down. And just continue that. Breathe at your own rate. Earth up, sky down. Earth up, sky down. All right. That feels so much better. All right. Now, like I said, I've been at a Sundance for 5 or 6 days. Well, it's been a few days now since I got home, but I'm still in that in-between state, partially in the spirit world, partially in this one. So, yes, I need a little bit more grounding. So if you are new here, let me kind of give you a tutorial of what we're doing. I started doing this. I've been a pipe carrier for about 6 years, I believe now. And when the pandemic came along, my guides kept urging me to do videos. And I was kind of taken aback because I know that for many Native Americans, First Nations people, that it's not cool to video sacred ceremonies. And so knowing that, I was really like, oh my God, here I am, non-native, doing a Native American ceremony on video, and like, oh my God, you know. So I just ended up having to trust my guidance to do that, because especially during the pandemic, we couldn't get together in person, right? We couldn't meet in person. And because it was such a crazy, unprecedented situation going on, people needed the magic and the support and the prayers of the pipe. And so my guides told me to do live videos, so I did, as a way to help carry the light, carry the energy, carry the higher vibration frequencies for my community. And so that's what I've been doing. And so the pipe itself, if you don't know about the sacred pipe, if you've seen the old westerns where they smoke the peace pipe, etc., that's the sacred pipe, that's the Chanupa. And so 19 generations ago, White Buffalo, what do you do with rage? Hi, Craig. You know what? Okay, so when we start the ceremony, I'm going to explain the ceremony for a little bit. When you see me blowing the smoke out, feel free to attach your rage to that smoke and allow that smoke to dissipate that rage. That's one thing you can do. That's kind of a band-aid, but what I do, I don't know if you work with any spirit guides or deities or anything. One of the deities that I work with is Sekhmet, and she is the lion-headed goddess of ancient Egypt, and she is the goddess of right action. That fiery lioness, right? And the story is that she was the daughter of Ra, the sun god. And Ra got angry at humanity and sent her to kind of discipline humanity. But when she came down, she got caught up in what she was doing, and she got kind of into this bloodlust, and she just started destroying everything with her anger, just flattened everything. The only way that the people could stop her was they gathered as much beer as they could find, and they poured it into the Nile River, so that when Sekhmet came to the river to drink, she got drunk and passed out. And when she awoke, she looked at the devastation around her, and she regretted it, and she was able to balance, so she was become the goddess of right action. So she's one to turn to learn how to use your anger constructively, rather than it just coming out, erupting out, and destroying everything. How to use anger as your rocket fuel, rather than it just burning you up from the inside out, to focus it, to make it like the rocket fuel to propel you forward towards your highest good. Okay? And one of the things that she had me do was to make sure your crown chakra is open. If you think of your crown chakra as like a camera lens, and you can open it a little bit, you can open it wide open, but like to make sure, maybe like set a couple times a day aside to check, just sit, open your crown chakra, because all that anger, that fire in your belly, if it has no place to go, it's just going to burn you from the inside out, right? So she taught me to create the vent so that has some place to go, and then to use that to ask for guidance, like what is my next best step to constructively utilize my anger for change, for the highest benefit of all beings. And if you can't remember that, when I'm done, I'm going to share this to my Facebook page so you can rewatch this again. But I hope that's helpful. But for the time being, like I said, when you see me blowing the smoke, feel oh, that's cool. You talk about when you close your eyes, you see wolf eyes staring at you. That's probably your totem animal, or at least one of your power animals. Yeah, you know, I never know where these videos are going to go, but this feels appropriate since you're asking the questions. Part of that anger and that rage is from having to bottle up who you are, your wild primal self, right? And who better than the wolf, who is kind of the guardian of the wild, guardian of the forest, right? When we think wild, we think wolf. And so work with wolf to help you learn how to express those feelings, how to express that true primal self without causing harm. But it's good to snarl. It's good to howl. You need to let out some of those emotions and feelings that have been bottled up for so long. And the ironic thing is, the more we let those things out, the more calm and centered we are, because we're giving expression to those things. But when we're raised in a society that tries to put us in this tight little box, no one has the space to be who they are. And so use that energy, that fire of the anger, of the rage, to break out of the box, but make sure you're doing it. Ask for your guidance. Ask for guidance from the wolf, from Sekhmet, and how to do so constructively and for the highest benefit of all beings. Because if we express it and it harms others, then it's kind of, nothing can be for your benefit and be to the detriment of someone else, and vice versa. So, and Craig, if you want to like message me after this and stuff, maybe I can work with you. I've been doing it since your teens. I get so many people coming to me who have been doing this kind of thing for ages, but no one has given them permission. No one has heard them. No one believes them. And so people hold it in, thinking they're crazy, because if they tell someone else is going to think they're crazy. But feel free to message me, and I can give you some pointers, and maybe we can have a phone call or a Zoom call or something, and I can help you out, okay? Well, hello, Thomas. My friend Thomas. I don't know if you can see. There he is. That's my friend Thomas the Crow. I haven't seen much of him because I think they had a baby, and I think the baby has left the nest. And I think usually I was seeing him when he was foraging for food for the nest. Looks like he scored big there. I don't know what he's got. Oh! Yay. Let's see. The unfolding drama. So that's Mama, Daddy, and Baby. So I named Thomas as the dad, Maggie is the mom. And I've been calling the baby Thompson. Son of Tom. Okay. I can't tell who's who, but anyway. The unfolding drama of the river. So, I should probably get to the ceremony, huh? All right. All right. So, like I said, 19 generations ago, White Buffalo Cattleman brought the original pipe to the Lakota people, along with 7 total ceremonies. And the pipe, the sacred pipe, is the center of their spirituality. It's the most important sacred object they have. Because the stem of the pipe is the divine masculine, and the bowl of the pipe is the divine feminine. And so when we put it together, it's kind of bringing, it's all of creation. It's bringing all of the seeming dualities into one. So we're basically holding the cosmos in our hands. And so when I put the pipe together until I take it apart is one giant prayer. So what I always tell people, when the pipe goes together, it opens a channel straight to Creator. And so pay attention to your thoughts. You don't have to like, oh crap, that was a bad thought. Oh crap, there was another one, right? Pay attention to your thoughts. And if you find yourself thinking something negative or demeaning or whatever, victim, just notice it and come back to center and reach for the next best feeling thought. Like bring in a thought, bring in a prayer for your highest good, whatever your highest desire is, whatever it is that your heart wants, because that is a gift from Creator to tell you what direction to go in. So anyway, so that is the basics of what the pipe is. And what the ceremony is going to look like, just so that you can kind of stay up to date, thoughts are a part of you. Actually, you are not your thoughts. You have thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. That's where like meditation practices come in, because when you start to feel yourself be in alignment with yourself, you start to be able to watch your thoughts going kind of across the skies of your mind like clouds. You realize that you are not your thoughts and that you can change your thoughts. Just like you are not your feelings, you have feelings. You are not your physical body, you have a body. You are a spirit having a human experience. And so if one thought feels bad to you, reach for a thought that feels better. Because if something feels, I always use the shackles on, shackles off example. If a thought makes you feel smaller, makes you feel victimized, makes you feel powerless or worthless, it is untrue. That is the shackles going on. If a thought makes you feel even just a little bit freer, a little bit higher, that's the shackles coming off. If it feels like shackles coming off, that thought is absolutely true. And so if a thought makes you feel less than, that thought is intrinsically false. And you might have to unravel where that thought came from, why you are entertaining it. It's probably belief systems that you were born into. And that's part of the spiritual path, is learning to change our thoughts. No, we haven't done ceremony yet, Shauna. You're just in time. We have someone that's been asking a lot of questions, so I've been happy to answer and chat about those. So we haven't done pipe ceremony yet. We're just about to start. So what the ceremony itself is going to look like, the first thing I'm going to do is light some sage and some sweetgrass. And I'm going to smudge everything here on my altar. And then myself as well. And I'm going to send you some. So when I send you that smudge, you feel that smoke of the sage just taking away any energies, neutralizing any energies that aren't part of you, that aren't intrinsically part of you. And then I'm going to ask permission to smoke. And then, assuming that the answer will be yes, I'll put the pipe together, and then I'm going to put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And that part I do out loud. That part I do different prayers and things. And so that part you will hear. And then I have a song to sing. And I realized in hindsight that I spent last week at a Sundance ceremony, which I mentioned before, and I found out that there are pipe filling songs, and I realized that that's what that song is. It's a song that White Buffalo Calf Woman gave me to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. And so I realized after last week that that was actually my pipe filling song. It's like singing, like thanking Creator for the pipe, for the love, for the magic, and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know the exact meanings, but there you go. So I will sing that song. I'm going on a lot of tangents tonight. Then I will light my pipe, and then I am going to offer my pipe to the 4 directions. I'm just reading Craig's latest. So you're saying that by changing your thoughts, you're changing yourself. And yes, in a way, yes. And at the same time, like I said, you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts do not come from your brain. Your brain is not a transmitter. Your brain is a receiver. And so the thoughts coming through, you can reach for better thoughts. You can reach for higher thoughts. You raise your frequency, your brain raises its frequency, and you start to see clearer. You get higher thoughts, that kind of thing. So in a way, you are changing, but you're just becoming who you already are. You're already whole. You're already divine. You're already a high frequency being of light and love. So by raising your frequency, thinking higher thoughts, you're becoming more authentic to who you are, right? There's actually a really good book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It's called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. I highly recommend that. It actually works with Taoism and stuff, so yeah. All right, where were we on the ceremony? So then I will offer my pipe to the 4 directions, blowing a smoke blessing into each direction, then to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, in a circle for all our relations, to Great Spirit, and then I will pause for a moment with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart, and just for a silent prayer. Then I'll come back, I will relight my pipe, and the first thing I will do is take a big breath, and I will blow the smoke straight at my camera. That is a blessing coming through the pipe, through the tobacco spirits, from my heart, through my camera, through the magic of the holographic universe and the magic of the internet coming out, whatever device you're watching this, to your heart. So at that point, that's when you set your biggest, bestest intentions. You pray your biggest, bestest prayers. Think your biggest, bestest thoughts. And then I will continue to blow breath blessings for different intentions that people have asked me to pray for some of my own intentions, etc. And I might sit in meditation momentarily, come back and do some more. And then when it feels like it's complete, I will come back. I will say another prayer. I will sing a song, sing another song, and then I'll take the pipe apart, and that will be the end of the pipe ceremony section. Technically, we will still be in ceremony, because until I release the spirits that are watching over us, we're still technically in sacred space and in ceremony. So, depending on the direction Spirit nudges me, I've already talked a lot tonight, so there might not be as much talking afterwards. Or normally we do the ceremony right away, and then I talk a little bit. So we'll just see what happens, see where Spirit leads us. And for now, let's do ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shanadisi, Magic Hiwas, and Waboos, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe of the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane. have a special cameo. I don't know if it's going to show up. It's not letting me. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. There was a pair of otters. I came. Okay. We're still in ceremony. It just seems significant. Grandmother, Grandfather Eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for this world. Thank you for all our relations, the birds, the animals, the trees, the grasses, the stones, the rivers, the clouds, all of our relations. Thank you. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and for who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi, ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi. Aho. Oofda. That was powerful as usual. Craig asked, so what are you thinking when you smoke the pipe? I have different spirit guides that work with me, and I honor them by blowing a breath blessing to them. And then if there's something I want to manifest, or a challenge I have that I'm working through, or people that I want to send blessings to, that's what I'm thinking when I blow the breath blessing. But as long as, like, a lot of times there's more goes on when I'm sitting just with the pipe in my lap. There's more going on than when I'm actually blowing the smoke. Because when like I was saying earlier at the beginning, part of the ceremony is to open our hearts so that we can hold the blessings. And so when I'm sitting with the pipe in my lap, I'm opening for guidance, opening to my spirits, opening to Creator for guidance, for what to do next, for what to say during those videos. And saying prayers, it's basically includes the law of attraction, right? And at the Sundance I was at, the Sundance chief even mentioned this, that when Native Americans pray, they pray in gratitude for what they are going to receive. Like they thank you for the healing. Thank you for my abundance. Thank you for those things. Even if you don't see them in the physical reality, to pray in gratitude for them, because in some reality they exist. You wouldn't have the desire for them, number one, if they didn't exist, because we're all part of the same energy, right? It's a closed system. And so you can't have a lack of something, a desire for something, unless there is something to fill that space, right? So if you are desiring for something, that is evidence and proof that what you're praying for actually exists. And so you thank the Spirit, you thank Creator for those things as if you had them, because the key to it is the emotion. If you can be in gratitude, imagine whatever it is you're praying for, the abundance, the new job, relationship, whatever it is, if you can be in gratitude and just for a moment feel the relief of what that manifesting in your life is going to feel like, you're actually not asking for the physical thing. You're asking for the feeling of having that thing in your life. And you don't require that thing in your life in order to feel the gratitude for it. So then when it happens, it's kind of like an after effect. So you pray in gratitude for what you're wanting, even if you don't see it here. It's like, thank you for my healing. Thank you for my robust health. Thank you for my prosperity and the flow of abundance in my life. And in that way, it's kind of a show of faith that you know, law of attraction, if you declare something, it has to come to you. If you say something believing it, like Dr. Wayne Dyer says, you'll see it when you believe it. If you can believe it first and you feel that feeling of what it will feel like to have robust health, to have an abundance, like what would you do if you suddenly won the lottery? That's prayer. It might sound like daydreaming. It might sound like whimsical, happy, like escapism. But when you apply it, knowing that it will happen, that's prayer. Okay? Does that answer your question? So when I'm smoking the pipe, what I'm thinking about, if I have something that I want or I need, I'm holding that space, thanking Creator for the manifestation of that desire. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. And again, Craig, feel free to message me. You can send me a message in Messenger, or you can text me at, what is my number? 253-336-0383. And you can check out my website at perchingwolfstudios.net. You can get a hold of me in that way. And also peruse the different shamanic services I offer, healings, readings, classes, and you can sign up right there for a session with me, or if you just have some questions, like Craig, if you wanted to just message me, I would love to help. I always love helping and answering questions. So, oofda. I hope you guys could feel the power of this ceremony as much as I feel it. It is just amazing. Whew. So, what else? So before I close our circle and release the spirits that have been holding this energetic, safe and sacred energetic container for us, like I said, you can check my website, perchingwolfstudios.net. If you want to rewatch this, you can. I'm going to share it to my Facebook page. I'm also going to upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. And there is 3 or more years worth of these videos on my YouTube channel, so subscribe. That way you won't miss any videos I do, whether it's a ceremony or Monday nights I do mini readings with the medicine card deck, different things like that. That's all up on my YouTube channel, so you can watch videos from up to 3 years ago or more. And if you would like to support your friendly neighborhood shaman, I will have my PayPal information in the description under this video when I share it to my Facebook page. And this is free, but whatever you might feel like donating, I gratefully accept. That supports me in my work, allows me to focus on this work and helping others, and so I can support the community that supports me. It's a beautiful reciprocity, so I thank you for that. And I think that's it for now, so I'm going to go ahead and thank the spirits for holding that space. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. All right, my friends, thank you again so much for joining me. Feel free to share this video if you know someone that might benefit. You can share it to your own page, to someone else's. You can tag someone in the comments. But thank you for supporting me by watching this. It is literally one of the highlights of my week. I love this so much. It is such an honor and privilege to be able to share something so sacred with others. And so, I hope you'll come back next week. I hope you invite your friends. And until I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Go shining, everybody. All right. Bye.